trying to do here? And how he got him with a body shot, a big body shot. Rio's crouching over, and he finally takes a knee.
Former world champion from Uzbekistan, Murodjon Akhmadaliev, has been trying for almost a year to lure current leader of the super bantamweight division, Naoya Inoue, into the ring. However, the undisputed world champion is in no hurry to agree to a fight against the #1 contender in the WBA rankings, preferring to conduct a more safe business. Yes, it is precisely the fight between Inoue and Ahmadaliyev that most boxing fans are eager to see. If anyone in the super bantamweight division can challenge the undefeated Japanese monster, it is Ahmadaliev, who for some reason Naoya's promoter Bob Arum has put a taboo on, stubbornly ignoring the wishes of the fans. What kind of boxer is this, asks a casual fan who doesn't follow the bantamweights, and that's exactly what we will talk about today.
Oh, there was the uppercut!
What sets apart the 29-year-old native of Kust? Primarily his high hand speed, excellent work ethic, and the presence of serious dynamite in his fists. Of the 12 fighters Ahmadaliev has faced, 9 never heard the sound of the final gong. Murodjon is very good on his feet, possesses decent tactical thinking, and prefers to fight aggressively as a #1, but he also excels at drawing opponents in, punishing them with a sharp counterattack, and additionally, the Uzbek boxer fights in a southpaw stance, which almost always presents extra challenges for his opponents. Among the fighter's shortcomings, one can note somewhat unreliable defensive skills and a tendency to be a bit wild in his actions, which can lead to unpleasant consequences in a fight against skilled technical boxers. After an impressive amateur career culminating in a bronze medal at the 2016 Olympic Games and a silver medal at the 2015 World Champion, the talented Uzbek southpaw decided to turn professional. Murodjon had his professional debut in March of 2018, and after a few warm-up fights, he got his first notable victory in November, in his 5th bout, by defeating seasoned American Isaac Zarate in the 9th round of a virtually one-sided match.
Yana bir kombinatsiya. Murodjon Ahmadaliyev o'tirib qoldi va Murodjon Ahmadaliyev shturmni boshladi. Qanday zarba do'stlar. Qanday uppercut. Ajoyib tarzda amalga oshirildi. Zo'rg'a turibdi va jang.
A pleasant bonus for the hero of our video was that neither before nor after his fight had the resilient American ever lost by knockout. Ahmadaliev's next fight in April of 2019 was even more impressive. Seasoned Mexican Carlos Carlson was knocked out in the 3rd round. Murodjon's name started to be mentioned even louder as a future world champion. A title fight happened quite fast. After tearing apart Colombian Wilder Soto in the next bout over 4 rounds,
there's a left-right combo, a strong combination up top, and then another right-left from Ahmadaliev.
And it's so frustrating to fight fighters like that, especially if they're southpaws. Yeah.
Big left hand, and then a left hand to the body, and Soto went down, but no knockdown. This combination up top, and he is connecting on Soto now.
Just with footwork and feints.
Nice right hand catches up top. Ahmadaliev again sizing up Soto with a huge left hand, and that is it.
Murodjon MJ Akhmadaliev.
the Uzbek southpaw earned the right to face the unified champion Daniel Roman, who held the WBA and IBF titles in the 122-pound weight class. The Roman-Akhmadaliev fight took place on January 30th of 2020. As expected, the fight against the strong and experienced American was not a walk in the park for Akhmadaliev.
Eighth fight just out of Daniel Roman, and of course we know that Ahmadaliyev is... There, you're seeing it right away, Sergio.
The Uzbek southpaw looked better in most exchanges, fighting aggressively and landing significantly heavier punches. However, Roman's counterattacks caught the contender off guard more than once.
He's taking his fight. We talked about that title. And unified champion in his 8th fight, just incredible on his part, how gifted he is.
but Daniel Roman, he's looking to counter with good technique.
Has to punch through the mitts to the swinging shoulders there of Ahmadaliyev.
Several times during the fight, both boxers were noticeably shaken, but neither was able to bring the fight to a knockdown. Daniel increased the pressure in the second half of the fight, taking on the role of the attacker, but the Uzbek still held the initiative thanks to his speed, mobility, and more focused hits.
To MJ Akhmadaliev.
Would find himself in. As Roman goes back to the uppercut, doubles uppercut.
Was digging down to the body. Those needs to be throwing more.
Taking at the body, and back to the uppercut.
6-punch combinations, putting the pressure on him, not letting him breathe.
He's not consistent enough throughout the fight.
Now Roman a little too late for Danny Roman.
In the final round, Murodjon practically gave it away to the pressing champion. It wasn't the best decision in such a competitive matchup. However, Lady Fortune was on the side of the fighter from Uzbekistan that evening. Two judges awarded the victory to Akhmadaliev with a score of 115 to 113, while the third judge had the 115 to 113 score, but for the former champion from Los Angeles. In his 8th fight, Akhmadaliev became a world champion in 2 versions simultaneously, setting a record in the history of his country. The new champion did not step into the ring for almost 15 months, having his first title defense in only April of 2021. In the fight against former interim IBF title holder Ryosuke Iwasa, Akhmadaliev had an undeniable superiority and confidently led the match to victory. But his triumph was somewhat marred by an incompetent referee who stopped the fight in the 5th round without any particular reason.
And then he's coming back just as Iwasa looked like he was on the back foot. Here he goes, and he stopped it. Oh my goodness.
Nothing foreshadowed that the next title defense on November 20th, 2021 would have any difficulties. The early rounds of the fight against Chilean Jose Velasquez were won effortlessly by the champion, setting the audience up for an easy and routine defense of Murodjon's titles.
Because right now, Ahmadaliyev is coming off strong as he should. Time to pick him apart. Confident.
Big overhand right. Another one. Wait a second now.
However, as the rounds progressed, the challenger only increased the pressure, and in the 7th round, the champion nearly found himself in trouble. Velasquez stunned him with body shots and forced him to clinch. The second half of the fight was marred by a multitude of fouls from Akhmadaliev, but his advantage in speed, agility, and excellent ability to create angles of attack was visible.
Good combinations, and Velasquez answers back. Oh, and a left hand. Good one from Ahmadaliyev.
Ahmadaliev to come on. He wants him to throw punches because now Velasquez is willing to trade. This is the time where Velasquez...
I want to fight this guy another 3 rounds. Please, God. Look at these punches, everything landing for Ahmadaliyev.
Will, not only heart, but will. Because Velasquez is still trying to land something big. This has been a one-sided fight by Ahmadaliyev.
Hold on, good right hand there from Velasquez, and that kind of backed up.
An amusing episode occurred after the final bell when the positive contender did a somersault and entertained the audience with push-ups. The judges unanimously had the score of the fight 119 to 109 for the champion, although to be fair, Velasquez deserved more points.
Murodjon, MJ Ahmadaliyev.
The year 2022 marked just one outing for Murodjon in the ring. The American Ronnie Rios tried to spoil the evening for the champion and his fans, but the Uzbek boxer's superiority in speed, power, and overall skill level was too great. The virtually one-sided bout ended in the 12th round when the champion knocked Rios down and then cooked him until the referee intervened.
At this point, if you're going to continue,
Now let's stop the fight.
and they will take those in style.
Akhmadaliev's next fight only took place in April of 2023. Nothing indicated any surprises. The contender from the Philippines, Marlon Tapales, who had also been knocked out by the Uzbek boxer's previous victim Ryosuke Iwasa, was expected to be defeated by Akhmadaliev with ease, according to most boxing fans.
Next, that was in 2021. Nice uppercut there from Tapales.
Rookies fighters. Ooh.
Again.
Yeah, that uppercut. That uppercut was rock. because Ahmadaliyev is not going in there. Look, see that overhand left that just missed by Tapales, and another one just landed right there.
Ahmadaliyev now sitting down a little bit.
Yeah, a lot more assertive this round. MJ Ahmadaliyev starting to let his hands go a little bit.
However, the champion's less than optimal physical condition and a clearly overconfident attitude, combined with Tapales' incredible determination for the fight, led to one of the biggest upsets of 2023. After 12 rounds, the happy Filipino left the ring with 2 championship belts. 2 judges awarded him the deserved victory with a score of 115 to 113, while the third, evidently watching a different fight, scored it 118 to 110 in favor of Akhmadaliev.
And the new
He did it!
and IBF
He did it!
Bantamweight.
In his last outing in December of last year, Murodjon earned the right to be the mandatory challenger for the WBA title, thoroughly dominating and stopping the undefeated Mexican Kevin Gonzalez in the 8th round.
Let's look at your scorecard. Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute, he was caught in the ropes, and MJ.
The difference here.
Gonzalez came out with the power jab, that right hand with the power jab, shotgun jab.
For Ahmadaliyev, the only other fight he had. Gonzalez was doing better in those first 2 rounds when he was
Forward and hit him at will.
5 here in Arizona. The start of the round, but it just got caught. The knee is down.
It was because of a shot while that knee was on the ground.
Again, there's no accident here. MJ going for the kill. Oh, man. Still plenty of time in this round. He goes down. 1, 2.
I think it was just the feet getting tangled up.
Is he going to survive the round? There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, you know what, Barry? Yeah, MJ has been looking for that single bomb. That's
Oh, there was the uppercut.
Like, this kid is beaten down. Stop the fight.
And that is it.
Since then, he has not announced his return to the ring, focusing on challenges for a fight with Inoue. Akhmadaliev has everything he needs to put up a great fight against the leader of the super bantamweight division. But Inoue's promoter, Bob Arum, has his own plans for his fighter. Unfortunately, the dangerous southpaw from Uzbekistan is not included in them. For now.